I was doing the communications studies program at MUN, and part of the diploma I was doing, which was the same one Amanda Muse did, and she actually came into our class to talk about, her, what she had done there with that diploma and then what she was doing now with NTV. And to be honest, at that point, doing like television news had never really crossed my mind. I think it was just, I was always a very shy person growing up, and I think thinking about, being on TV and talking and in front of a camera was just really daunting at the time. But when I was finishing the program, at that point, that diploma, we had to do a 2-week internship. And so my instructor said, how would you like to do it at NTV? And I was like, oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. I always watched NTV growing up, and I did the cruiser team, and so I would, I think that'd be a lot of fun just to see what it's like. And so I was here for a few weeks that summer in 2018. So a few years after I was on the cruiser team, I got to see a different side of things because, of course, being on radio and those fun side of events, but then also seeing some of the seriousness and, urgency of the news department. And that's when I decided actually that I wanted to pursue doing news when I did that internship here in 2018. So during, when COVID started in 2020, I took that opportunity to go back and do the journalism program at the College of the North Atlantic. And and then when it came to the end of that and we had to do a 4-week internship, I said, I only want to do it at NTV. And I reached out to Mark, and he said, of course,
That's Mark Dwyer, who's director of the NTV New, and we're so lucky to have you. What kind of stories do you like covering in general?
Yeah, so for me, I really think I've kind of taken on some of the the social justice side of stories. So, different things that are happening within our community, from, housing issues in the Indigenous communities and, food security and things like that. And so, having a platform too to be able to share people's stories, and then also not even just here in St. John's where we are, but then, going to other areas. Like I'm going to Bonavista tomorrow to cover some issues around some of the healthcare and housing, in that area of the province as well. So I think just shining a light on, some of, these big stories that, don't always, or, people's stories that don't always get talked about has been something that's really important for me in this platform, I guess, to use it in that way.